question, 4 options are given. All the options are regarding null graph, and we have to pick up the right option. In a null graph, there should be at least one vertex, and there should not be any edges. All the vertices should be isolated vertices. All the vertices should be isolated. So, if we see option B, a null graph contains no edges but vertices. So, among 4 options, option B is the correct option.
CSMA, the vulnerable period is equal to, here CSMA indicates the carrier sends multiple access protocol. In this protocol, the vulnerable time period we need to find out. The options given is 1 frame transmission time, 1-way propagation time, 2 frame transmission time, round trip propagation time. Usually the round trip time is 2 into propagation time. Here the vulnerable period is usually the propagation time only. It is not equal to the round trip time. It is not at all related to the transmission time of the frames. So it will be 1-way propagation delay. So that option B is the right option. Artifacts of requirements analysis. Option A, SRS software requirements specification. Option B, SRS means software requirement specification. And option B, system test plan. Option C, acceptance test plan. So we should have all these things: a software requirement specification, and then system test plan, and also the acceptance of the test plan. So all, option D is the right option. A web browser and web server communicate with which of the following protocol? Here web browser and web server, the communication protocol he is asking. Option A HTTP, option B FTP, option C SMTP, option D MMTP. HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol, FTP is file transfer protocol, SMTP is simple mail transfer protocol. So for web browser and web server communication, we used to have HTTP because FTP is meant for the file transfer, which is used for only for transferring the files. Some hyperlinks and web pages cannot be transferred using the web server and web server communication. That's why this HTTP protocol we have to use in communication between web server and web browser. That is option A. The supermajority function is a 4-input function whose output is 1 only if 3 or more of its 4 inputs are 1. What is the minimum number of product terms in the minimal sum of product form of the majority function? So here we are taking 4 inputs and output produces 1 if there are majority of ones. That is defined as it is a supermajority function. If 3 or more inputs are ones, then the output will be 1, otherwise the output will be 0. So we can represent the truth table like this. For example, inputs are some x, y, z and w. So we have to take 4 inputs like this: 0, 0, 0, 0, 16 combinations we get: 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. So these are the different input combinations. The inputs that are producing ones, what are the minterms that are producing ones? So here 3 or more ones. For example, if you take this minterm, we have 3 ones. So for this we produce 1. And then here also we have 3 ones. This output is 1. 1, 1, 0, 1, this is 1. 1, 1, 1, 0, this is 1. 4 ones, this is 1. So these are the minterms that are producing ones. Because 3 or more ones are there, we have to take output as 1. So here in this case, if we take the Karnaugh map, the minterms that are producing ones will be like this. For example, it is x, y, z, w, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So this is the first minterm producing 1 is 7. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, next one is 1, 0, 1, 1. 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. Again 12, 13, 14, 15. So these are the minterms producing ones. So we can map like this. These two ones, these two ones, these two ones, these two ones. So we get 4 plots. We get 4 minterms. So that we can get, it will be, this minterm will be x, y, z. This minterm will be x, y, w, and this minterm will be y, z, w, and this minterm will be x, z, w. So there are 4 minterms. So option B is the right option here.
Determine the minimum number of 2 input XOR gates required to implement the 4 input odd parity function. See, if we look at the function of the basic XOR gate, that is 2 input, the number of ones in the input is equals to odd number, then the output is equals to 1 for the basic 2 input XOR gate. So we call basic XOR gate, that is 2 input XOR gate, is the odd function, that is A, B, Y. Here from this truth table we are going to know basic XOR gate acts as a odd function, odd parity function. Here if we want to construct a 4 input odd parity function, that is 4 input odd parity function is A exclusive, B exclusive, C exclusive, D. So I am going to construct, this is AB, which is A exclusive B, CD, C exclusive D, A exclusive B, C exclusive D. Means the output of this function is equals to 1 if there are number of ones in the given input is equals to odd. Hence this function is a 4 input odd parity function which can be implemented with 3 2 input XOR gates, that is option B is correct.